But what I know is I'm feeling just fine.
My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? LAR movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. This is for all my younger people. People in their, late teens, college students, early to mid 20s, or whatever. You're gonna leisure now and cry later. Because people are pushing for you to travel the world and do this and do that and go live your best life. I can't tell you that. Because the cost of living has gone up so much that when I was in my late teens, early 20s, college age, college graduate, I was still broke, but leisure didn't hurt me like that in the long run. And what people are doing is you got people telling you to put off your adult life for fun, but they're not telling you by the time you're ready to be serious as an adult, you're going to be so far behind the 8 ball, you're going to be stuck in the leisure lifestyle. And what I mean by that is they'll tell you, hey, go travel, get an apartment, don't live anywhere, don't settle down, move here, move there, do this, do that. Now, if you're not making a lot of money doing this stuff, when it's time for you to settle down, wherever you go, you won't be able to afford to live there. I'm just going to tell you that right now. That's what normally happens. People will tell you stuff like, oh, go travel the world, do what you want to do. And later on, later on you can meet somebody and have kids and have a family. Do that if you want to. People are not going to want to have kids when you get older. Or people are going to trick you to having kids and you didn't necessarily want to settle down, but, or you were trying to look for somebody to settle down, but they tried that and it didn't work. So now let me get pregnant right now. Tell you one thing, do another. Or you're going to wind up in a situation where people tell you, go ahead, just live life and don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing. And you're going to not worry about nothing to the point where, I hate to say this, I really do, that by the time that you're going to be too old to help yourself. I know people now who, I'm 43 right now when I made the video. But I know people when I was in my 20s and 30s, I ain't trying to get a house later. I'll do this later. Now the price is just so sky high, you can't do it. I know people who, I'm going to do it this way and I'm going to do it that way. And I get back to it. And you see them and it's like, they tell you, I shouldn't have made that move like that. People warn me about it, but I shouldn't have done that. People tell you, just go and party and kick it and party and kick it. And you wind up going to all these, brunches and lounges and kicking it. And then you wake up one day and you don't have money for, you spent your life insurance money on brunch. You spent your health insurance money on the club. And now you realize you need it. And it's like, oh my God. Because when you're young, they're telling you leisure now, but you're gonna cry later because you should get your life insurance when you're in your 20s. You should get your health insurance when you're in your 20s. Why? Because whole life policies, not term life, whole life insurance policy. Because the price of them is so cheap because you're so young and you're in such good health. But y'all, you might stay on your parents until you're 25, because that's part of the thing. You're in college maybe. I get it. But y'all go to y'all 30s and y'all, I'll do it later. The time flies. Flies. And you didn't leisure so much. Now it's time for you to get life insurance. You're like, how much? Now you got to get term life because you feel like you can't afford that hit with whole life. Or then health insurance. How much? Oh, God. Because you didn't take it serious at the time, But people are telling you leisure now, like them trips, out of the country and all across America, that ain't gonna help you when you really, really need it. You know, when y'all got good credit, you're young and I got good credit. Good, I'm glad you got good credit, but don't use your good credit to go kick it, because you're gonna need that good credit for something bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ball out on the credit card. Don't do it, because all that leisure, you're gonna look back and it's like, man, all them nights, I don't even remember half of them nights. It really wasn't that fun. Don't really have a lot of good memories per se. You know, I just sat around and I ate and I bobbed to some music. Every now and then I took somebody home. Does it add up to what to the life I really want? No. I'm not saying not to have a good time. I'm saying don't listen to people tell you to have a good time because you're young and then because you got time, because really the odds are stacked against you. The more you waste time because you got time, the worse it's gonna be for you. That's just what's gonna happen. So don't listen to these people telling you, no, kick it now, go here and do this. You gotta live a little. I'm not saying not live a little, but what I'm saying is a lot of y'all gonna spend y'all early years traveling and the leisure and kicking it, and I'm doing my thing and I'm living my best life. And y'all gonna spend y'all 40s, 50s, 60s, and probably 70s working all that off. So don't do it in that way. Normally you grind when you're younger, 20s, 30s, 40s, possibly 50s, and then you taper off and you go live your life. Don't, because you don't want to be working at 60, 70, 80 years old because all you remember, why am I in this bind like this? Oh yeah, because I wanted to go to Jamaica. I wanted to go to Brazil. I wanted to go to the DR. I wanted to be at every brunch every weekend. I wanted to have the flyers and clothes. They told me, be young, they said. Have fun, they said. And now you sitting there, with a bad back, wearing orthopedics, having osteoporosis, and carpal tunnel. And you're like, I just gotta get through it. And the worst part about it is people don't tell you this, but if they teach you that and you go down that path and you wind up having kids, now you're trying to take care of your kids, and you might be teaching your kids bad because you did your leisure thing early. So they might follow your role. And guess what? Now you're going to be working extra, extra hard because your grandkids go suffer and you got to watch it. Because your kids want to leisure early and then kick it, and grow up later. So sometimes you got to, don't overindulge in leisure, but I hope you got something from that. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.